Listen, y'all. You have got to be around people that is on your level. You have to be around people that's you on the same level with. If you find yourself constantly around folks that's not on your level, it ain't a sense of feeling like, oh, you better than them or they better than you or anything like that. Because if they better than you, guess what? You for sure probably want to be around them because it's an elevation, it's a challenge in life. And if where you at you too comfortable at, that means that you definitely need to get up out of that lane. But if you are in a level where you have elevated that self-awareness, that emotional intelligence, that you know what I'm saying, just digging up from the root of wherever the problem may have landed with you, and you feel like you have surpassed that, but yet you keep coming back to the same old people that you know you are comfortable with, childhood friends, day ones that we all call them. You know what I'm saying? Family. You know what I'm saying? Family's family, friends, friends of the family, aunties, whoever it may be. That's your comfort zone. We get that. So when you get around that, you comfortable. It feels better for you to be able to go around that and want to hang and chill because you can get a little bit loose and stuff because maybe you feel like you didn't grew so much, you didn't grown so much, you became uptight. But let me tell you, there ain't nothing wrong with you setting that boundary and sticking to that boundary. Everybody ain't gonna understand. And yes, people gonna dislike you for it. And yes, you gonna feel like you the outcast. And yes, you ain't gonna feel like, dang, I can't how I'm supposed to vibe with these people. You ain't gonna see that. You ain't gonna see things the way they see it. They ain't gonna see things the way you see it. A lot of times when I allowed myself to be in a situation where I felt like, man, I just want to kick it with my loved ones or be around certain people that felt familiar to me. You know what I'm saying? Because here I am. I'm constantly, I'm going to work. I'm always on this straight, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. You didn't elevate it. I'm on that lane and I'm like, dang, okay, I'm bored today. I want to get out. I want to do something. So I found myself hanging out with people who was not necessarily on the same level as me. And I'm not trying to say that they were beneath me, but I have grown to a place that they have not grown. So we was not on the same level. So every time I went out and I decided to hang out, chill, want to be around certain people, guess what happened? I dumbed myself down. And every time I dumbed myself down just to hang out, guess what I felt? And guess what I acted like? The dummy. Your thoughts is going to become annoying to them because the way that you see things, the way that you view things, your understanding of things, your way of business, doing business and things like that, most likely ain't going to be their way because, again, they have not elevated. So a lot of times when you feel like you want to go back to them old things become distasteful and you become distasteful to those old things. You know, everybody's going to try to pull you and drag you down to their level because coming up to yours is too hard. I'm good. I'm more comfortable down here. If we got to kill, you want to chill, whatever, you got to come down here. And because you want to feel like you don't want, you ain't forgetting about certain people, guess what you do? You go down there. And when you hang, you feel lesser and lesser and lesser of yourself. You know why? Not because you ain't done them things before. Not because you don't understand them things, but you've elevated. You've grown. And so that causes your mind to feel like, dang, I didn't play myself out today. I didn't play the fool today. And guess what? You probably did, because I did. It becomes at times a point in your life to where you got to let go of certain people. That's why they say it's lonely at the top. And that's why they say success comes with a price. Because a lot of times you're going to lose people. And those people could be the closest people to you. And it's all about not feeling like you better than them. But survivor's guilt is real. People will love you when you're doing the same things as them. And it's true, some people will hate you when you done moved up and beyond because they thinking you think you better than them. Whole time you feeling like making that out should be everybody's goal. But it ain't everybody's goal. And you got to understand that. People that stagnated and stuck where they at, they there because they're comfortable. That's where they want to be. Making a choice and elevate is a choice. You choose to elevate. You don't stay where you at or move past because you feel like, oh, I've just been elevated. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Elevation comes with a price. Sacrifice is a huge price. So you make a choice to be up there, just like you make a choice to stay stagnated and stay down there. It's a choice. You comfortable. You probably scared to move forward because you ain't never been there. And being at the top may seem scary because nobody up there with you, but that's why you got to deal with people that's in your that you on the same level with. Gain a circle. Pray that God gives you a circle rather than going back to the old circle trying to pull everybody with you because everybody ain't fit to go. Everybody ain't gonna be able to be there in the same position you got. You know why? Because they wasn't digging through the dirt, going through the hard times, the pain, the frustrations, the family arguments you was having, them behind closed doors days that you was having, them but lonely days by yourself dropping a tear moments that you was having. They wasn't with you to endure that. But yet everybody gets drug along because I opened the doors. Because I went through that sacrifice. Sometimes, man, believe it or not, you can grab as many people and want good for as many people as you could want it for. But it ain't fit for everybody. Because some people is too busy looking for a handout instead of taking a handout that you give them and making something out of it. They just looking for the next handout. Everybody ain't investors. Everybody ain't business minded. Some people is just there to collect. And the better you understand that, the better off you will understand that, look, sometimes not looking back is probably going to be one of the hardest choices that you ever have to make in your life, but it's worth it. Being selfless is a part of the heart. Being selfless is a part of where you feel like, okay, I'm at a certain place in my life to where I can be selfless because I've done everything, you know what I'm saying, to get where I'm going. But when you're not where you need to be, being selfish with yourself, with your time, with your existence, my presence costs. And you know why it costs? Because every time I put my presence in a place of where it's not needed, of where it shouldn't be, it comes at a price. Probably not to them, but to me. So it costs. So therefore, you being selfish, it's going to look to everybody else, oh, you selfish, you only care about yourself. And I do. And I do. Because right now, I got to care about me. I can't look for you to care about me more than I care about me. Ain't nobody gonna put in that hard work for you. You gotta do it. But remember, survivor's guilt is real. So when you make it to a certain level, when you feel lonely, look, that don't mean give up. That don't, you're gonna be sad some days. You're gonna feel like, what is it that you can do some days? And hell, some people may not. But the thing is, it's okay. Whatever emotions that you're going through, whether you may feel like I deserve this, I got all this, and I don't give a damn what nobody think. Or you may feel like I left people behind. And sometimes it won't be you to make you realize that. It'll be when you go around those most precious people that you love. And you will see the difference in the way that people look at you, the way that people treat you, the moment that you don't give somebody what they want. The moment that you don't say yes to something. The moment you hold a boundary. But be careful. Don't let that break you. See, because God put you in a certain place to hold the fire. Because some people just not chosen to do it. But it's not a risk. It's a luxury to be provided with that option because everybody ain't fit. But also, it comes at a price. And I just want you to remember that. I want you to always push forward. I want you to always remember that God ain't put you here and put you in this position for nothing. Working hard, sacrifice, and sacrificing comes at a price. So why should you give it away? Because you want to go kick it with what feels comfortable to you. Doing what feels comfortable to you. Yeah, everybody else might be happy, but are you? Welcome to Tell It, man. Let's take a look inside truth. Everything here is real. Y'all have a good one.